Hello everyone, hope you liked them drone shots because they were an absolute nightmare to film. Anyway, I'm out and about, enjoying this gorgeous sunshine for a change. It's been really nice this weekend. I've even cleaned my bike, missed a few parts. And what I want to talk about today is just a quick 1 year ownership review of my bike. One thing I'm going to point out while I've stopped, this screen might not be staying, so don't give me a load of hate for it. It's very functional and it works, but don't give me hate for that. And another quick thing while we stop, I don't think I've showed this off before. Seen this rear pillion seat cover? You can see the gap there. That's one of the points I'm going to bring up today, but hopefully you can see that, and there's a big gap there. But yeah, let's get on, let's go for a ride. So this is where things started to go drastically wrong. You see I'm putting my gloves on there, and for those people who don't know, this KTM's actually got a keyless ignition system. So I've got the key in my pocket, and as soon as you're close enough to the bike it should register. So that grey button I'm just pressing there is the ignition start. So at this point the dash should be lighting up, and it doesn't, and you can see I'm just leaning in closer just in case the key is not functioning. The yellow light you've just seen flash is actually the immobiliser coming on. Now, normally the screen would have been on at this point, and I'm just checking the steering lock there just to make sure the steering lock's come off. But actually what I could hear, what the video doesn't pick up so well, is the steering lock was just firing in and out trying to find its position. The dash should have come on by now, and you see it just flick on there and it flicks off again. Now it normally comes up ready to race, and then you get the ignition as you can see there. And I managed to start the bike, and it started for a few seconds but cut out again straight away. So I'm getting a bit worried at this point, and I don't know what to do. The bike won't start. I'm in an area that's not too far away from home, but I was worried that, you know, if I didn't get the bike started, I wouldn't get home. And then I was also thinking, oh, maybe I should take it to the dealership. Not really knowing what to do. I decided to just give it a couple of more tries and see what I could do, just to get it working. I've tried hitting the kill switch. I've tried just pressing the starter button, the ignition, the grey button again. One thing what doesn't show up very clearly on the screen, but it does happen, the screen's quite dim at some parts and bright, so the screen's completely off there. But at times, if you look very carefully, you can see it just being very dim. And it was coming up actually with an MCT, the traction control, and an ABS fault. Now I know when bikes are stood still, they can come up with this fault, and my best bet was to just push the bike to get it moving, and that might reset that fault. But at this point I couldn't even get the ignition on, and you might have seen a few times already the indicators are flashing, and it's like completely sort of dead almost. So I was a bit panicking, you know, new bike, but it's still under warranty, it's just a year old. The immobilised flashing, and I'm thinking, oh, what can I do, can I get someone to push me? There was just no chance of it happening. So you see I get the ignition on and it goes off again. The screen's coming on, it's going off again. There's not much you can do at this point. So I was thinking about ringing KTM up, and I just decided to push it. I might as well give it a go, see what happens, see if it works, and get it working. Now at this point you can see I just press the button again and it lights up, and then this is how it should happen on regular. So it started at this point, and it works, and I ride off. Now I'm a bit stuck at this point. Do I go home and risk it not starting again, or do I drive straight to the dealer? So I decided at this point to drive to the dealer, and here I am just arriving at the dealership now. This video is going to be a part 2 because the bike's currently in the dealership, and I don't know what they're looking at, and they said they'll inform me with when it's up and running again. Once you've looked at it, they'll tell me exactly what happened, but I can imagine it's the switchgear on the right hand side. But as you can see, I've stopped the bike now. I'll press that grey button, it should stop, and the bike's still running at this point, and then it stops. It should happen almost instantly. And I try to restart it again, and it's not working. It's the ignition's not coming on. At no point, it's about a half an hour drive from where I was to the dealership, and at no point has the bike stopped or cut out or anything like that. The KTM centre in Hemel Hempstead have been brilliant. They've seen the bike. You suspected a fault with it straight away. As I say, it's all come under warranty, and what they're actually doing, they gave me a courtesy bike just to loan for the time being. So I'll give you an update once I know more. But thanks for watching.